Hello, everyone. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today I'm doing the third deck from the Amazon affiliate decks unboxings, first impressions, or whatever. I have done two of these before. I did the Hirschfeld Broadway Tarot. If you guys remember, it's actually sitting right here. This is when, so what happens is I am an Amazon affiliate. I always try to put the links in the description box below. When you guys use those links, they give me a couple of cents. It takes a little while, but eventually they add up to enough and they send me a gift card. And when I have enough gift cards to buy a tarot deck, I use those tarot decks I always try to use it to buy something a little bit different, a little bit off the mainstream. You know what I mean? Like something that's just like I haven't been seeing around a ton, or that's maybe really new and a little bit interesting to me and to bring on the channel to show you guys. So that's what I use those for. I always try to make sure I use it for something just a little bit different. I did the Hirschfeld Broadway Tarot. I did the inner, I think it was called the Inner Reflections Tarot. I can't remember. I'll put the link up here for you if you want to see that one. And this will be the third one now, the Banned Books Tarot deck. So this is kind of like a thank you to my subscribers for using the links, for supporting the channel, and I try to bring something on here that I think you guys might be interested in seeing, but that is not like anything that I would normally do. You know what I mean? So I am a book nerd. I do like books. I don't know if I would call myself a nerd anymore. But I do like books and I read a lot. I do. And I'm curious to see what this situation with these banned books are. I've heard things. I have not done too much research about it. I used to be a teacher, and when I was teaching, I would have been all over this. But now that I'm not teaching anymore, it's not something that I am really kind of diving deep into, but I have heard about all of the books being banned and things like that. And so the fact that they brought that political sort of phenomena here to the tarot and mixed it together, I'm a little bit interested to see what's in this box, y'all. I don't know. We're going to find out together. I have no clue what's in here. There's not too much shown on Amazon. When I actually put this in my wish list, there was nothing. Now there's a couple of pictures. So we're going to take a look. This is going to be a first impression. So if you like books, if you're interested in seeing what kinds of banned books they chose, or just curious about what's in this box, stick around. We're going to do a first impressions of the banned books tarot deck. So it comes in a hard box and it does seem to be um, magnetic. It is a larger box. I'm not sure if the cards are large like this. Okay, so it says, let the world's greatest stories guide you. The Banned Book Tarot deck is a light in the darkness. It combines the centuries old wisdom of tarot with the insightful lessons from revolutionary classics to illuminate your path. Powerful art by Matthew Taylor Wilson and custom suits make this a must have deck for any book lover. Includes complete 78 card tarot deck and 80-page illustrated book. And this is by Gallison. Gallison, I know that publisher. What else do I have from them? I can't think. I have something else from them. I recognize the logo. Okay, so that's what the inside of the box looks like. There is a little space in here. It's blue, very pretty colors. Summer, it's right now, it's winter, and I'm not using all these bright colors, but as you can see by my new background for February, I am starting to feel the color again. Can I get this out? Okay, here we go. The cards are larger, and this is the inside of the box. And there's quotes here. It says, "Until I feared I would lose it, I never loved to read. One does not love breathing." Oh, Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. That's so far so good. I like that. The book is the same size as the cards. There was a little space in the box. Box could have been a little shorter, a little less narrow. I mean, a little more narrow. Okay, so we have a hard cardboard cover. This is like the regular sort of papery pages. They're thick enough. It says okay, here's the table of contents. We've got the Wisdom of Tarot, and then minor, we have swords, inkwells, which are cups. Okay, so words are wands, inkwells are cups, pens are swords, and paper for pentacles. Okay, and then some spreads. All right, let's take a look. Just close your eyes and keep your mind wide open. Catherine Patterson, Bridge to Terabithia. I wonder if we're gonna get quotes throughout. Let me not get ahead of myself. Okay, I do love a quote. I don't know if the cards are gonna have quotes. So it says the wisdom of tarot and literature, two sides of the same coin. Both tarot and literature offer insight into the lives we lead, the challenges we face, the lessons we learn, and the hopes we hold dear. And both have been misunderstood and maligned throughout history. So it's only fitting that they come together now in this uniquely enlightened deck. Each beautifully illustrated card merges tarot's century old wisdom with the lessons of beloved yet banned classics in four bespoke suits: words, inkwells, pens, and paper. Use this deck as you would any other. Start by choosing an intention for your reading. Select a layout, see page 73, and shuffling the cards. This section here is just talking about how to use tarot in general. And then it says, most importantly, don't let any reading alarm you. Tarot is simply a tool to help guide you, and no future is set in stone. If the extraordinary books depicted here have taught us anything, it's that we all hold tremendous power to transform our lives and the world around us. Who did this? Let me see. There was no on the box. Did it say who? Okay. It's by Castle Point Publishing, which I guess is maybe an imprint of Gallison. Illustrations by Matthew Taylor Wilson. Editorial by Jennifer Calvert. Design by Katie Jennings Campbell. I'm guessing it's like a collaborative, like the editors did the book and then maybe the artists did the artwork and then the editors came back and did the book just so that it would have a book. Maybe. I don't know. All right. So that's that. Okay. I know why the cage bird sings. Strength. So there's no quotes on the cards. Oh man, I was kind of looking forward to some quotes on the cards. Okay, so it says the major arcana represents the larger overarching themes. The Fool begins with its curiosity and openness. The world ends it with a greater awareness informed by every step, the circumstances along the way. In reading the major arcana cards offer you a wide angle view, each card's corresponding book, to gain a deeper understanding of the lessons it holds for you. And then you get a thumbnail. And this is what's written on the card: The Fool, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Mark Twain, 1884. And then let's see what this says. It says representing innocence, freedom, and spirit. Here, let's look at the Fool. Okay, so it says representing innocence, freedom, and spirit of adventure, the Fool embarks on a journey filled with unknowns, just as Huck Finn did. It invites you to follow the river of life wherever it may lead, challenging norms and remaining open to the endless possibilities that lie ahead. Banned for its use of racist language and themes, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn remains an enduring tale of potential and self-discovery, as well as a humorous critique of societal norms. Okay, so it tells you why it's banned. Do they all do that? Let's look at a minor. So the Two of Cups is Romeo and Juliet from Shakespeare. So it says, often the herald of romantic partnership. The Two of Inkwells is a favorable card in love, work, and life. It signifies a strong and joyful connection equal to Romeo and Juliet's at first sight. How you move forward with it is up to you. Shakespeare's tragic play, though banned for purportedly encouraging teen sex and suicide, upholds the profound impact of love and its potential to bridge divides. Okay, I like that it tells you why it was banned. It gives a little tiny bit about the story. I mean, not a lot, but it gives you a little of the energy. And then looks like for each suit, you get a little bit of the energy of the suit. I mean, it's a decent guidebook for this deck. Let's see. I like that it tells you why it's banned. I was really hoping for a quote, but maybe I'm just wanting too much. I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled by like the Poe Tarot. And what else do I have with quotes? I don't know. I like a quote. So let me see. Card layouts. So you got a 1-card spread, a 3-card spread, a Celtic cross, nothing special there. And about the artist, he journeyed from the structured world of graphic design to a more playful, illustration-centered career. And since then, he has spent the better part of 2 decades drawing monsters and robots, doodling band names, and illustrating and hand lettering quirky book covers, ads, logos, and more. And when he's not working, You can find him enjoying the company of his brilliant wife, 2 kids, and 2 neurotic dogs in Kentucky. Here's another quote. There are 2 ways of seeing with the body and with the soul, by Alexandra Dumas, the Count of Monte Cristo. Okay. So these are the backs. Very pretty. And the size is large. The cardstock is very thin. I can tell by picking it up here. Just give me 1 second. The cardstock is thin. The size is taller than an oracle deck. You can see here, and a little bit more narrow. And up against a regular tarot card, you can see they're big. So there's some big cards, and they feel thin, and it could just be because they're so large, but no, these cards are pretty thin. The cardstock is like a satin matte. There's no core, and they have a little bit of there's like, I would call this a semi gloss. They feel satiny. It's nice. They feel glidey, but they do feel pretty thin. So let's take a closer look. All right, so on the card, we have the number at the card at the top, and then there's a banner here with the name of the book and the writer, the author. And then down here is the name of the tarot card. But it doesn't tell us the character that we're looking at, the characters that we see here. But here we have, if you know the book, I think you would know who we're looking at here. So this is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Mark Twain, the Fool. A Wrinkle in Time for the Magician. I wonder if it says in the book, because I haven't read A Wrinkle in Time, but I know some things about it. I've never read it. Let me see. So it does tell you the character name in the book. It says, channel your inner Meg Murray to harness your unique strengths and skills. Okay, so that's good. Just in case. So I don't know, because I don't know if she's like the main character. I haven't read the book, so I don't know. So this is The Handmaid's Tale, the High Priestess. I'm guessing this is the main character. There's many handmaids in the book. The Awakening, the Empress. 1984, The Emperor. I didn't realize that was banned. The Lord of the Rings for the Hierophant. And we've got Gandalf there. Okay, I can see that. Lady Chatterley's Lover for the Lovers. I mean, you can't really. I mean, it's a perfect. There's lots of perfect couples that could have gone here, but that one is definitely. I mean, talking about choice, right? Like, and making that choice and sticking to it. So, I think it's interesting that what they did with the trees here. They almost look like angel wings, and also that they chose her husband to be the angel here. I think that's interesting. The Hunger Games, Chariot. I know why the cage bird sings, for strength. Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. Oh, interesting. The Hermit. Okay, I didn't know Harry Potter was banned either. I thought that was a pretty popular book. The Grapes of Wrath, Wheel of Fortune, Kill a Mockingbird for Justice. And we have the little girl. I might have chosen the father. I don't know. Might have chosen a different character. The Giver, Hanged Man. And I wonder what it says. Let me see. So in the book it says, like Scout, you must learn to act thoughtfully and challenge your own biases. That I can see that. There are other characters from this book that I think could have made a good justice card, but that one, I mean, it works. So we got the Giver, Hanged Man. The Giver, yeah, okay, I see that one. The color purple, death. Yeah, the turning point in that book would be a big death moment in her life. There's lots of little deaths in that book as well. The Temperance is Gender Queer, a Memoir. Okay, I don't know this book. Let's see what it says in the guidebook about it. It says, as Kawabe reveals in her memoir, only when you explore and embrace all aspects of yourself will you feel whole. Okay. And then the double for the Great Gatsby. Okay, I can see that one. Lord of the Flies for the Tower. The Hate You Give for the Star. Wow, it's such a good book. That book had me upset, and the movie made me cry on an airplane. So it feels more like a tower to me than a star. But no, I see it. I see it. The Catcher in the Rye. The Moon. Okay. The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. Okay, The Sun. Interesting. Fahrenheit 451. Judgment. Yeah. Looking for Alaska. The World. I don't know if I've ever read this book. John Green is the same author as The Fault in Our Stars, right? Isn't that the same guy? And then he also write like Turtles All the Way Down. I read those two. I didn't read this one. Let's see what it says. I think that's the same author. It says, embrace your own great perhaps and its limitless possibilities. I feel like this deck is gonna make my want to read list grow. Like my to be TBR is gonna be like 1,000 more books long after I finish with this. Romeo and Juliet is the two. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Where's my ace? Where's the ace? Hang on. I have a 2 here. Where's the ace? Okay, so the ace was underneath. So I'm gonna look at them in order. So we have the Ace of Inkwells. The Inkwells are the cups, just to remind you and to remind me. Let's see what it says in here about the cups. They're in a different order. They've come out of the package in a different order than they are in the guidebook, which I think is quite interesting. It says the Inkwells represents emotions and relationships as well as the element of water. It carries a fluid feminine energy and calls you to be a calm force for change. This sign's court cards can characterize the water signs of the zodiac: Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So we've got the color purple again. Oh, they're repeating the books. We're repeating a book here. I definitely have seen the color purple before. So they repeat the books. So here we have the Inkwells for the color purple, but I'm not sure. I guess this is the author writing the book. I don't know. How is that the color purple? Let me see. Yes, this is the author writing the book. So it says its healing message, like Walker's, asks you to trust in the transformative powers of joy and empathy. It says Alice Walker's poignant narrative, often contested for its raw depictions of violence and sexuality, beautifully captures a journey of self discovery and empowerment in the face of suffering and injustice. I'm going to just read the other one just to see what it says under the banned section. I'm curious to see because they put it in here twice. See what it says. Here it is. All right. So we have the death card. I wanted to see what the banned section says for the death card, if it's different from the Ace of Inkwells. So give me just 1 second. Sorry, this is what happens when I do first impressions. I'm all over the place because I get curious and then I want to see. Yeah, it's the same. This part down here, where it talks about why it's been banned, is the exact same on both of them. So I don't know. I feel a little cheated. I mean, there's no reason to change it, but maybe we could tailor it to the energy of the card. The reason, I don't know, use that space to talk more about the energy of the card than to just repeat what we already heard. Like a missed opportunity to give us a little bit more information about the history of it being banned, or maybe something else that happened that kind of correlates with the energy of the Ace of Cups. I don't know. Or even just take that part out altogether since we've already seen it with the death card and show us something else about the energy of Alice Walker as she correlates to this card, the Ace of Cups. I think it's a missed opportunity. I feel like it's wasted space in the guidebook to repeat the same thing again and again. So here's Romeo and Juliet, 2 of Inkwells. But I guess if you're just reading one card at a time, it does make sense, I guess, to have it there. So I don't know. You guys will have to let me know what you think about that in the comments below. James and the Giant Peach is banned? What? I used to teach this. Oh my goodness, I absolutely had a whole lesson plan for this. I taught it every year. I did not know it had been banned. That's so sad. It's such a great book. Four of Inkwells is the Bell Jar. Why is it banned? Let's see what it says in this book. If it's to be believed, it says it's banned for its magical elements. Oh, as well as its references to tobacco and alcohol. Interesting. Bell Jar for the Four of Cups. The Lovely Bones for the Five of Cups. Talk about grief. This is, that one is a rough one. Bridge to Terabithia, the Six of Cups. The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway. The Seven of Cups. Oh, old book. Looking for Alaska. Okay, here's the other Looking for Alaska card. I think when I get to the end of this, I might pull out all of the ones that are of the same book and see how they look together. It could be fun. We have And Tango Makes Three for the Nine of Cups. Lawn Boy for the Ten of Cups. The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank for the King of Cups. The Forever by Judy Blume for the Knight of Cups. They done start banning Judy Blume. The Page is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky for the Page. And why is this all out of order? Here's the Queen. Hang on. Let's just wait one second. Okay, I checked in the guidebook and the energies of the court cards are the same as the RWS. They were just a little bit out of order. But the deck in general has been out of order. It's not in the same order as in the guidebook. So I just put it back in order. So here we have Page of Cups, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, The Forever by Judy Blume, The Knight of Cups. I can't believe they started banning Judy Blume. The Giving Tree. Oh no, not Shel Silverstein or Stein, however you say his name. Queen of Cups is Shel Silverstein's The Giving Tree. I used to love his books. The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. I had a student once who just loved his stories, his poems, and I taught her. She was having such a hard time learning how to read, and I actually taught her how to read using his books. I bought her all of his books, and we practiced after school a couple of times a week and with different techniques and stuff. And yeah, I taught her how to read using his books. And the reason that she wanted to practice because she really liked his stuff. So it's so sad when they ban things, and it's just like, ugh. Anyway, I have thoughts about this kind of stuff. I'm not going to get into it. Let's just put these in order. Okay, so the paper suit is the Pentacle suit. Just a reminder to all of us. This is the Fahrenheit 451 again for the Ace of Pentacles. And it says, like Guy, you've been given a gift, the seed of greater things to come. Embrace and nurture it. We have The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. Two of Pentacles. Charlotte's Web as the Three of Pentacles. 50 Shades of Grey as the Four of Pentacles. I'm sorry, where is this banned? Like, I'm sure it's banned. I know they weren't. Okay, hang on. Why is this banned from, like, how is this banned? I don't understand. I can understand the books being banned from, like, school, but this is like, this should have never been in a school. So why would is this banned in general? Like, it's not on the bookshelves anymore at all? Let me just look. It says Four of Pentacles. It says, the Four of Paper asks you to loosen your grip. Material things may have helped you feel secure in the past, but as Christian learns from Anastasia, you can find great joy in letting go. And then it says 50 Shades of Grey has been banned for its famously explicit content, but the series has sparked an important discussion about sexuality, consent, and taboos. Banned how, though? Because you can still buy this at the store, can't you? I don't know. I mean, I read it when it came out, so I haven't looked. I'm going to check. I'm going to check barnesandnoble.com right now. I'll be right back. According to Amazon, I can buy this and have it sent here by tomorrow afternoon. So How is it banned? That doesn't make sense. The Glass Castle. Um, but if it's banned in schools, it should be. I don't understand it. It should have never been in schools. That's way too explicit. So this is the five of coins, the Glass Castle. Yeah, that makes sense. The Great Gatsby again, six of coins. That makes sense. All the boys aren't blue. Seven of coins or seven of pentacles. The eight of pentacles, the giver. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles is Coraline. Joy Luck Club for the 10 of Pentacles. That's lovely. Why is this banned? I mean, I don't remember it being that bad. It says sexually explicit content or mature content. Allegedly mature content is right, because I don't remember it being bad. It's been a while since I read that, but okay, so how to be an anti-racist by what is this? I've never seen this book. Page of Coins. To Kill a Mockingbird. Again, the Knight of Coins. Oh, that's why he's not Justice. They put him on the Knight of Coins, which makes sense. A Wrinkle in Time. The Queen of Coins. And the Hunger Games. This is the King of Coins. Okay. 13 Reasons Why as the Ace of Pens. And I'm guessing the pens are the swords. Let me see. She started with that tape that kind of started that idea. Let me see. Where is the pens in this book? Yes, traditionally swords represents thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. Okay. That's a really good Ace of Swords, actually. Catch 22. Okay. For the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords is Beloved by Toni Morrison. Gosh, yeah, good one. The Count of Monte Cristo. For the Four of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. The Outsiders for the Five of Swords. I've never read The Outsiders, but the title itself is given Five of Swords, right? So I could see that. I mean, this image definitely feels Five of Swords. The Kite Runner for the Six of Swords. Yeah, that's a really good one. I've never have thought of that, but that's a good one. The Lord of the Flies, for the Seven of Swords. And he's hiding pencils here. Eight of Swords, being a prisoner of your mind for the Scarlet Letter. I think that's interesting because they put her here blindfolded. I don't know. See, I feel like some of these scenes do feel like scenes from the book. I'm not sure if this is. I haven't read the Scarlet Letter since high school, but I think that this might not be an actual scene from the book. I think this might just be them putting these characters in the tarot, which is an interesting mix, right? Of some scenes from the book and some just characters in the tarot. But it looks like it could be a scene from the book, but this might actually be a scene from the book. Don't quote me on that because I don't know. Goosebumps, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, Goosebumps is terrifying. I've never seen this. This poor mouse. Look at this mouse. For the Ten of Swords. Catch Her in the Rye. The Page of Swords. Percy Jackson and the Olympians for the Knight of Swords. I used to have a student who loved these books and was always reading them. I did not, they weren't banned when I was teaching. They were reading them in class. I'm guessing it's banned for the magic or for the gods and stuff in there. I'm guessing like the same like Harry Potter. Is this the author here? Queen of Pens. They made her the Queen of Ideas. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you'll have to. I don't love seeing her here because I don't like her, but that's just a personal thing. But then there's also the fact that her books have such. I mean, she did have fantastic ideas. Sometimes when I remember seeing the movie and then reading the books, because I read the books after I saw the movies, and reading the books and seeing that everything that we saw in the movie, she actually made up in the like she they didn't make that up for the movie just to make it beautiful or to make it interesting. She actually thought all that up in her head. It was in the books, word for word, and more, you know. And so, I mean, it was impressive. It's pretty impressive what she did with those books. So I could see her as the Queen of Swords. So we have the King of Swords here, 1984. Even though she's problematic as fuck, and I don't love having her here, but I see why they put her there. So it says me and Earl and the dying girl for the Ace of Words, and the words are wands. Brave New World. This is Two of Wands. Okay. The Canterbury Tales for the Three of Wands. Where the Wild Things Are for the Four of Wands. They done banned this little book. Why? Because the boy tried to run away from home, or the people kidnapped him, or whatever. I can't even remember what happened in this book. Not much. It was just a lot of pictures and stuff. It's a little picture book. What's wrong with this one? Let me see. Let me see. It says a quintessential part of many childhoods is banned for having dark and even supernatural themes. Isn't that something? They just ban stuff for any old thing. That ain't nothing wrong with that book. The Hate You Give again. It's the second time I've seen this. The Five of Swords. No, the Five of Wands. Yeah, absolutely. I like to see it there. Oh no, not the Chronicles of Narnia got too, y'all. I need to look at this list. All right, so here's the Chronicles of Narnia. Such a fantastic series. The Six of Swords, absolutely. I mean, the Six of Wands. Oh, the Six of Wands. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes even more sense. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Seven of Wands. Okay, yeah, he was. Yeah, because he was locked up in this mental institution and really didn't feel that he fit in there. I remember that book. I read it a long time ago. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Let me see what it says in the guidebook. Hang on one second. Randall P. McMurphy, you must fight for yourself and for your purpose against those who would do anything in their power to keep you small. Yeah, that makes sense. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn again. We're back again with Huck Finn. That was he was on the full card and almost the same scene too. Just there, instead of being here, they've taken off on the raft. So we have the Eight of this is the Eight of Wands. The Court of Mist and Fury for the Nine of Wands. And the Things They Carried for the Ten of Wands. Wow. That's a good one. Dead on, you know? And this is the Lord of the Rings again. We're back again with the Lord of the Rings for the Page of Wands. The Call of the Wild for the Knight of Wands. I can't believe it. They ban everything. This book is gay for the Queen of Wands. I haven't read that, but I love the title. I think I might put that. Like I said, I'm gonna be putting a lot of these on my on my TBR. Animal Farm. Oh my goodness, not Animal Farm. King of Wands. I never liked that book anyway. They made me read it when I was in school. I remember, and I hated it. So good riddance. So the cards are a semi-gloss stock, buttery, kind of silky satin matte. They are large. I think I showed you at the beginning that they're taller than an oracle card. They're very thin. They don't feel thin enough to cut my hands though. The edges are not sharp. They feel soft and smooth, which is nice because with thin cards, I worry about getting paper cuts. That's what I worry about. I'm not really harsh on my cards, so as far as like tearing them up, it's not really that big of a concern for me. I don't read professionally and I'm not harsh on my cards, but cutting my hands is something I do not want to do. And I've done it before, so that's what I worry about with thinner cards. All right, let's see if we can. I read a bunch of them as we were going through, but let's just pick a couple and see what we get. All right, so we have the 6 of Words, which is the 6 of Wands, and the 7. I didn't shuffle them good. 5 of Pens, which is the 5 of Swords, and let's pick one more. The King of Inkwells, which is the King of Cups. So let's just read for those 3. They're short, so it shouldn't take long. So here you go. 6 of Words, or 6 of Wands. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, C.S. Lewis, 1950. The 6 of Words is a triumphant card of hope and success. Just as the Pevenses celebrate a hard-won victory over the White Witch, you should enjoy this period of achievement. A timeless and uplifting world-traveling adventure, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was deemed unsuitable for children due to its inclusion of violence and mysticism. And here is the 5 of Pens, which is the 5 of Swords. Let me find it. Okay. So here you go. The Outsiders, S.E. Hinton, 1967. Signifying anger, conflict, and short-sightedness, the 5 of Pens asks you to pause before doing something you'll regret. Like the greasers do, you could suffer painful consequences for rash actions. Although it was banned for depictions of violence, smoking, drinking, and foul language, The Outsiders offers an enduring message about compassion and the universality of human experience. That's nice. And then we have the Inkwells. Where are they in this book? Okay, I found them. So here is the King and the Queen here. All right. King of Inkwells, The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank, 1947. The King of Inkwells signifies a time of healing and emotional maturity. Although this can indicate an adult man or masculine energy, its message of drawing strength from kindness and acceptance is perfectly embodied by the young Anne Frank. Often challenged for chronicling not just the horrors of war, but also blossoming sexuality, Anne Frank's personal diary captures the invincible spirit of humanity. Okay. I'm interested to see how this is going to read because I'm worried that I love the artwork. I think this artwork is beautiful and fun. And I think it works because like here we have the strength card. I see strength here. The 2 of 2 of papers, 2 of coins. Okay, so we've got a balance between earth and water here. And this is the Handmaid's Tale for the High Priestess. She does kind of look like a high priestess. That looks like a Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. I mean, he looks like a hermit. So some of these work for me as far as like the images go. But are the stories going to get in the way? Are the suit renamings going to get in the way? I don't know. I love a penguin. I don't know. I love the illustrations. So I like how pretty they are. They kind of remind me of the Desert Illuminations, but just different theme, you know, the same kind of coloring and uplifting coloring. And it's beautiful. I like the artwork, but let's try to read with these. I'm curious. So let me see if I can find an oracle deck and we'll do like a daily pull or something because I'm really dying to see how these would read in IRL. Let's use this one. Messages from her. I was looking for something sort of rage against the dying of the light kind of situation. I wanted something that felt a little bit, I don't know, anarchist, since we have a banned book tarot here. Oh, I need to put this with my stickers. So let's just see. This is not necessarily this one. I don't know. It's inspirational, and the people in here do sometimes feel a little bit anarchist. So let's just see what we get. So it says here, the good we secure for ourselves is precarious and uncertain until it is secured for all of us and incorporated in our common life. you are being called to social justice work. Know that no matter how successful you are, if it comes at the expense of another, it isn't sustainable or a real achievement. Your comfort and care need not to come from the detriment of others. Use your power wisely. Seek out businesses and causes that give back to the less fortunate. Work to integrate these businesses into your daily life actions and purchasing habits. And there's lots of more information here. But let's see, what am I doing well? And let's do a doing well, doing better. So what am I doing well in terms of seeking equality and social justice work? What am I doing well? All right, so I have the Two of Inkwells, which is the Two of Cups. And then what could I be doing better in terms of seeking justice and social justice work? What could I be doing better? Ooh, got two cards here. So, let's see what we have. Two Cups cards here. So I have the Two of Inkwells is what I'm doing well. So I am connecting with people as far as social justice goes. I am reaching out and making connections in terms of this. What I could be doing better is I think of the 10 of cups as being something that's like, you create a family. So it's like I'm reaching out initially, but I'm not sticking to it. I'm not becoming a solid part of that community. I'm not building those friendships past just the initial. So I have to think about, or those connections past the initial. So I need to think about not just starting out with my social justice work, but continuing through and bringing it into um, bringing it to fruition and strengthening it and becoming a solid part of the social justice um, community. And then this card is also here. Here's the Wheel of Fortune here as the underlying card that jumped. So this being here is saying to me that there are going to be some big changes coming as far as what equality truly looks like, or what there might be some big, maybe not just changes, but maybe some things that I really can do to step up to help change what equality looks like. Um, this could also feel a little bit like maybe these things that are coming are not going to be great, and strengthening my community around me and finding those people who we can work together, strengthening my connection to them, so that when this change comes, that I have those people to work with together and lean into. So now let's look at the books and see if that brings in anything else into the reading. So in my doing well section, I have Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, that definitely works for that initial. I don't know Lawn Boy. The reason that I said that this could be something that this change could be something that we might have to fight is because it's the Grapes of Wrath here on the card. So I think this is interesting. I feel like I can use the books as clarifiers, but the imagery reads great. It reads fine. It looks just like an RWS. I didn't have any issues seeing the cards or understanding what I was looking at. The titles are not as intuitive for me. Inkwells do make me think cups, but there are some of the other ones that don't necessarily, like words for me. They make me think swords. So to make that be wands is a little bit difficult for me in my head. But as far as the imagery goes, it looks like an RWS. So I don't think I'll have issues reading with it going forward. So yeah, that is the Banned Books Tarot. Let me know what you guys think about this one. What do you think? I think this is great. I was a little bit worried I wasn't going to be able to read with it, but I mean, I just read with it, so I think it's going to be fine. What I realized once I laid it out is that the images look just like the RWS. So I do think what they've done is put the characters into the tarot rather than bringing the images of the because I have some pop culture decks that actually bring the scenes from the books and the movies into the cards. that can get a little bit confusing if you don't know the movies or the books, like Beetlejuice Tarot, or I have a movie tarot. But with this one, I think what they've done is bring the characters to the RWS. So that makes it a little bit easier to a little bit easier to read. Yeah, this is cool. The cardstock is very thin, and you can already see, my cards are already starting to. You can see they're starting to curl up on the table and stuff, so it's not going to last long. So if you're seeing this one here for the first time, what do you think about this? How do you feel about this one? If you have it, how's it reading for you? How are you getting along with the cardstock? Because the cardstock is fairly thin and floppy, but like I said, it doesn't feel sharp on the edges. So for me, I'm okay with that, but I know that is going to bother a lot of people. So let me know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What you think about the book choices, all the things. I will put the link in the description box below where you can pick this one up. It's going to be an Amazon affiliate link as always. I thank you so much when you guys use the links if you buy from Amazon. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I would love to have you. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.